It's coffee time. And I am so hungry. I realized I haven't eaten anything today, I don't think. I just realized that just now because my stomach grumbled right when I pressed the record button. Needs to eat. I need that food. The new offices aren't really close to, like, food places. We're close to weird department stores that don't really have food, but we're not really close to a whole lot of actual food places, so, like, oh, so hungry. But on the flip side, I am so sore today that I was basically just just limp in my chair all day because I felt so sore. It was so hard to like move. But a friend of mine gave me some tips on how to not be feeling quite so sore. I guess it's like everything gets sore because your muscles are like holding in acid? Question mark? I need to look this up. It was explained to me in a rushed fashion. I need to look it up again. But apparently if you do something to allow your muscles to let go of the acid, I don't know. I should look it up before I start just like spouting nonsense. Then dragons come out. Dragons come out of your pores and then they explode and turn into stars, and that's where stars come from. Didn't you know? Did you not know that? There it is, science lessons with this guy. If only. I would be the worst teacher. Can I just say? I would be a terrible teacher because, I don't know, I have a lot of patience. I don't have a lot of patience when I'm trying to explain something though. I have patience with other people, like, if somebody's really frustrated with something, I'm willing to let them just talk forever about how frustrated they are. I'm like, man, if you need to get that out, just get it out. It's whatever, it's not a big deal. If I'm waiting on somebody to get to my house so that we can do something and, you know, like an hour's gone by, I'm like, oh well, it's another hour that I'm at my computer. Not a big deal. Don't really care. As long as, you know, I know that that person didn't get in an accident on the way here or something. I don't have a whole lot of patience when I'm explaining something in as detailed of a form as I think I can, and the other person still doesn't understand. That's the hardest thing for me, when I'm trying to explain something and they're like, what? What are you saying? Are those real words? And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. That's what teaching is like being patient with somebody who thinks differently than you do. I'm just like, why don't you understand? I don't get it. Why don't you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Why do you keep asking me what sounds to me like the same question? It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. I have a lot of respect for teachers. I think that they work really hard. Way harder than we're aware of. It's funny because as a kid, I wasn't a bad student. I was always very nice to my teachers, but like the work that I did was subpar all the time because I didn't give it the time of day. I didn't care enough. And now thinking about it, I'm like, every teacher that I've had sat in a room somewhere and lesson planned, came up with something to try to help me learn how to do this, and I did not care. I was just like, I have to go to class. Class is so dumb and boring, and I guess my teacher's nice, but, And now as an adult, I'm going, I was so rude to all of that work that my teachers did. I don't know, man. But in the moment, when you're a student, you're just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do all this work. If I had known how easy school was, you know, like the higher up in school, this isn't as much for American kids as it is for kids in other countries, I think. But even as an American, growing up in the American public school system, looking back on it, I'm like, dude, school as an elementary kid was so easy, and still, I would get home and be like, I have 1 page of math. That's a lot of math. I would much rather be climbing a tree. So I climbed a tree and didn't do my homework. Whoops. And then I got into high school and I was like, oh, silly, stupid, younger me. Had no idea how easy school was. And then there was the other part of me in high school that was going, I can't wait to get into college when the only thing that'll matter is whatever I want to major in, right? And then I got into college and then I was going, I can't wait until grad school. when literally all of my classes are just whatever I want to major in. None of this like general education stuff anymore. Nobody will care if I know math anymore, which is not the case, because when you're trying to be a stenographer, you gotta know how to do so many different things. Math is a really big part of lighting. Who knew? Who knew? Also, costume construction. Math is a huge part of costume construction. If you understand geometry and if you understand, like, if you have spatial, like, 3D awareness, which for some reason I have really good 3D vision, that helps you a lot. Helps a lot with costumes. But if you don't know how to do any of that stuff, if your basic math is really bad, which mine is, you're sitting there trying to calculate everything. You've got like your little calculator going on, you're like, okay, so the inseam needs to be this big, and then I need to make a line this big, and then I need to do this. My professor was able to just be like, done. And drew all of those lines because I could do math. I would be like, why can't I do math? Why am I so bad at everything? I don't know, man. Teachers work really hard and are really stressed out, and I feel so bad for them. You can always tell which teachers really love their job and are like, I would rather be doing nothing else in the world. Teaching is the greatest thing ever. And then the teachers who are like, I cannot wait to quit. Quitting is going to be the best day of my life. I knew from a very young age I could not be a teacher. I can be a mom someday, sure. I'm excited to be a mom someday. Not for a long time. But I'm not... I would not be a teacher. I couldn't do it. Just could not do it. I had a teacher in high school who, she took like an interest in me, and yet at the same time, she would ask me, she was really hard on me, I guess. She was like, what do you want to do with your life? I was like, I'm gonna go to college and I'm gonna study theater and I'm gonna be an actress. And she was an English teacher, and she looked at me and she takes off her glasses very slowly and she goes, you know, theater is one of those things that doesn't work out. It's like, oh, okay, cool. She's like, yeah, you know, you should major in English, because English, when it doesn't work out, you can be a teacher. And I was like, thank you, that's great. Awesome, excellent. Somehow, in this really short conversation, you dissed on the theater major and also the English major, which I'm pretty sure was your major. She was like, oh, well, theater majors are pointless, but so are English majors. But at least with an English major, you can then someday teach other people to then be English majors that are also going to fail. It's like, what? Such a negative Nancy. So negative. And it was one of those moments where I was like, you're just a frustrated person. You're a person who's really frustrated with your life, and I feel so bad for you. And I hope that you retire soon and do something awesome. But I'm not gonna listen to your advice, because no. English... I'm really big into those noises today. It's not... English major was not for me. There's no way. No way. Oh, well. Anywho, I am going to go listen to some K-poop and eat some food because I'm so hungry. And I hope that you guys had a great day and a great week, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah!